mark. The ball's in the air, controlled by the Dakota Indians. Dakota in the home whites, Lena Winslow in the away black unis. We're all set to go. Dakota 3-2 at home. On the road, Lee Wynn is 8-8 this year. Webster out top against the man-to-man by Lee Wynn. Caleb Young pops out to the top of the circle, looks to the far side, finds Rayhorn. High post left side of the floor. Bounce pass goes to Wise to the free throw line. Jumper on the way, ring it up. Mike Wise, who's been struggling this year with his consistency, as everybody has for Dakota scoring-wise, makes it 2-0 in favor of Dakota. Across the time stripe, Alex Benters to the near side now to Lauer. Lauer back out between the rings. Now goes to Dasher. Dribbles with the left hand towards the wing. Bounce pass into the corner. Now picks it back up and throws it back to Benters in the corner. Benters back out to the head of the circle to Walters. And the Dakota Indians going man-to-man to start the ball game. Right side Dasher getting bumped by Stuckey. Nothing called. Back out towards the head of the key. It goes to Walters. Right side Dasher. Stuckey out on him into the post. Knocked away from Kent. Couldn't control the post pass. Taken away by Dakota. Indians bring it up. Up the right sideline it goes to Wise, right down in front of us in the corner. Back out on the wing it goes into the hands of Webster. Picked up there by two men. Takes a three anyway. Hits the front of the rim, no good on the first three try of the ball game. He's shooting just 27% from behind the arch this year. Is Brent Webster. Up the floor, Lena Winslow now. They trail by a score of 2-0. Dasher holds the ball in front of the Dakota faithful. Out top it goes to Kent, looking downstairs. Tries to get it to the high post. He does to Lauer. Turns around, shoots over Stuckey. Missed it. Rebound, Caleb Young for the Indians. Young averaging 4 rebounds a game in his senior season. 4 years on the varsity for Caleb Young. Out top, Webster. Bounce pass goes to Rayhorn. Looks back door for Wise. Nobody there. Rayhorn instead rumbles into the lane. Throws up a runner with the one-hander. It's in. Ben Rayhorn. That's one thing he has not done too much of in the games we have seen. Getting the ball at the high post and looking actually to go to the basket instead of just keeping his back to the basket and looking to dish off. 4-0. Dakota leads it. On the right side, Dasher. Out top of the head of the key now goes to Walters. Now to Dasher. Fakes left, goes right. Now backs up towards the head of the key. Walters, left side of the floor, dumps it into the post again. Knocked away from behind on the entry pass by Young, and he's got the steal. Young up to Webster. Bad pass, but Brent collects it. A three on the way. Home run! Brent Webster buries the three. Timeout, Lee Wynn. We'll take a break. 5:54 to go first quarter. Dakota 7. Lena Winslow, nothing. 3 of their first 4 shots, and they lead 7-0. Dakota averaging 54 points a game. Lee Wynn averages 51. In the corner, Benters wants to go baseline, can't do it. Throws it to the high post at Kent. He'll shoot over Rayhorn. Air ball. Rebound caught in midair and dropped on the baseline by Benters. It'll be Dakota ball. And 3 for 11 in the third, 5 for 14 in the fourth. And still they only lost by 6. Up the middle of the floor now will come Webster against a Rayhorn screen. Throws it into the corner to Stuckey. Down to the baseline to Young. Pump fake on Kent. He's not buying. Throws back out to Stuckey. Looking right back to Caleb in the post. Makes the move on Kent. Good defense. Spin around move. Throws up the shot. Missed it, but drew the foul on Greg Kent. That's his first. So after Dakota shot 75% in the first period, they went 9 for 32 the rest of the game, 28%. The only thing that helped Dakota out is that Lee Wynn shot 15% in the second quarter, 29% in the first half, and it was a close ball game for most of the contest as Young hits the first of 2 free throws.
And it seems like obviously doing some pretty solid defense on both sides.
Young buries the second free throw as well, and it's 9-0 in favor of the Indians. They were undefeated in this joint last year, 10-0, but just 3-2 here, as I mentioned, at home this season. Benters on the left side, picked up by Webster, throws it out to the top of the key against that man-to-man. Taking it to the right side will be Walters. Going away from him will be Dasher trying to help out, and now a double dribble call. The pressure was put on by Stuckey and forced Walters into the giveaway.
Yeah, forced the giveaway. I'm not too sure, though. Stuckey didn't have his hands all over Walters, and that's why he double dribbled. I think that's what Lena Winslow's saying right now.
Here comes Dakota, leading by a score of 9-0 out of the gate. They'll be back in action Wednesday at Stockton over on the Big Easy 93.7. Lee Wynn will be hosting River Ridge right here on Q102 Wednesday. Free throw line, Young. Zigzags his way, gets around Kent. Nice move, layup is in. Oh, pretty move by Caleb Young. He left Greg Kent looking for him and looking at his backside on the way down the lane. 11-0 Dakota. Out top, Benters. Left side into the post. Bad pass, out of bounds. Dakota ball. Left third quarter. Dakota was up 32-30 when Butters alluded to Caleb Young getting his 4th foul and then kicking the bench on his way to the bench for a technical foul. That, of course, brought his 5th personal. He fouled out and missed the last 10 minutes and 5 seconds of the game. And Coach Brian Benning had just warned his team at halftime that the referees weren't going to take much more. Here's Webster, top of the key, 3. Home run from way downtown for Brent Webster. And it's 14-0. Dakota in front at home. On the left side, Larry Seipel's in for Lee Wynn. Throws it into the post to Lauer, and a bumping foul will be called on Caleb Young. That'll be his first. So that game a month 14, including 2 out of 10 from home run range. Into the corner, Seipel has the ball for Lee Wynn, still looking for their first points of the ball game. Way out top, dribbling with one hand will be Benters. Wants a screen, doesn't get it. Dribbles out to the top, finds Dasher. He's got an open look at a three that's very short. Long rebound, Wise for Dakota. Up to Webster, and he and Young will bring it up the floor. 2-on-3, no numbers advantage, so Webster slows it up. Webster will bring it all the way out towards the top of the key. Off a screen from Rayhorn, another three. Home run! Webster's on fire, and Coach Dennis Hudlocker needs time. We'll take a break. 3:49 to go, first quarter. Believe it or not,
the man under him at the last three wide open. He knocks him down.
Lee wins, still looking for their first point. They are shell-shocked. They're down 17-0 on the road. Brian Gopinski is in on the perimeter. Gets it back out top to Schlachter, who's checked in during the timeout. Knocked away by Stuckey momentarily, and then he gets the foul. Stuckey will get the foul, the second of somebody else in the conference, to have a chance to at least tie. Inbounding will be Lee Win. They're having problems. Gopinski calls time at the last moment. Not in.
Turnovers already in the first quarter. They've only got 3 shots in the basket.
Both teams had 11 turnovers a month ago. Down the right side comes Webster off a Rayhorn screen, and Rayhorn caught for the moving screen. He tried to move out there in the path and create a...
He was caught in the screen, but then Rayhorn moved and got called for bouncing the man with his hip.
Alex Bender is up the floor for Lee Win, still looking for their first point of the game, down 17-zip. Left side, Lauer. He's averaging 10.6 a game. Throws it on the perimeter. Stuckey almost got the steal there. Webster reaches in. Can't get the steal from Gopinski. And then a double dribble called. Gopinski, who had already dribbled again. He got a little flustered with Webster on the pressure.
Well, he got upset. Again, he almost got the ball stolen by Brady Stuckey, and then Brent Webster came in. Almost threw an elbow at him, and I think you're right. More concerned about that. Forgot that he'd already picked up his dribble.
Dakota has to be their best start of the year. They bring it up the floor. Here comes Webster getting a screen from Rayhorn. Pops from three-point land. Missed it, but fouled on the shot. That's how worried Lena Winslow is. From 21 feet, Brent Webster shooting 83% from the line. This is his 118th free throw of the year. He makes it. You take a look at the rest of the team. Webster shot 118. Closest to him is Rayhorn with 53. He shot more than twice as many free throws as anybody on the team. He makes the second one. He'll have one more, and it's 19-0 in favor of Dakota. I don't think anybody thunk this. Third one, bang. 20-0. In favor of Dakota. They average 54 a game. They've got 20 with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Left sideline with the basketball. Holding is Gopinski. Dribbles to the high post. Bounce pass out top. Seipel. High post, it goes to Schlachter. Throws over to the right wing to Benters. Thinks about the dribble drive. Instead brings it out towards the top. Thinks about going into the corner. Stuckey shuts him off there. High post, it goes to Lauer. Looking for the shot. He'll shoot. Oh, he got hit on the arm. Nothing called by Young, and it goes out of bounds to Dakota. Young got away with one. He hit Lauer right on the arm.
Well, he didn't. He might have also had a body against him. At least he finally got the ball to Josh Basket. Lauer with just 2 shots. But that's a pretty good-looking shot.
Of course, if you're Lee Win, you just want to get a little back at a time. You got a lot of time, but you don't want to try to get it all at once and not panic. But it's hard not to panic when you're down 20-0 on the road. Right side, Stuckey. Bounce pass Rayhorn in the post. Nice move against Lauer. 5-footer is in. Oh, he faked the spin to the right and spun back to the left and caught Lauer off guard. Well, it's 22-0. Here comes Lee Win. Right side, Wise almost goes for the steal. Doesn't get it. Now to the free throw line. Benters into the corner. A three by Gopinski off the rim. Rebound. Knocked around. Lauer's got it. He gets back up and he's fouled. And Lauer will have a chance to score the first points of the ball game. Line for Lee Win. Still looking for their first point. The other team's got 22 on the board. Free throw line Gopinski against Wise. Man-to-man defense. In the corner, Benters. Holding high. Back out on the wing it goes to Seipel. Into the corner. Now gets it back to Seipel at the head of the key. Seipel has had his minutes pick up recently with an injury to Espinoza. Brings it into the paint, throws it up, and draws the foul. And Caleb Young, if that's on him, that'll be his second. Seipel to the line for 2. That one's off the mark, no good. Friday, February 20th at home against Warren. Next one missed again, and Lena Winslow still hasn't scored, and a foul on the Panthers on the rebound.
A lot of time left.
Out of bounds, Webster will bring it into the front court against pressure. Picked up by Benters, brings it out to the top of the circle, and now Webster will hold the ball and direct the offense. Zigzags his way to the right elbow, leans in, gets it to Wise for an open 17-footer, rimming all the way around and out, no good. Dornick the rebound, he's fouled by Lauer. Lauer will pick up his second. Has been attributed just to shooting the ball. Is the first free throw very short by Dornick more than last year. Second free throw, good. Dornick gets his first point of the ball game, his 16th point of the season, and is 23-0. Not the football game you're listening to. This is a basketball, 23-0 score. Gopinski, right sideline, dribbles with the left hand. Lena Winslow, 90 seconds to go in the first, hasn't scored yet. Left sideline. Dasher fakes left, goes right against Dornick into the paint, slips and falls, and a bumping foul will be called on Dornick. The Dakota fans, Dakota on top. It was a 52-46 game a month ago in Lena. Right side out of Dasher for Lena Winslow against that man-to-man by Dakota. Off a screen, Benters in the left corner, looking downstairs, bringing it out to Dasher. Right side, Seipel in three-point territory. High post to Kent. He'll turn, square, shoot, miss. Rebound, Steve Albright, who's in for Dakota. 1:07 to go in the first. Dakota leading 23-0, and number 23 himself bringing it up. Webster. Top of the circle to Wise. Holding it against Kopinski. Right side to Dornick, as again Young and Rayhorn out with 2 fouls for Coach Brian Benning. Bounce past Suki. Fakes the 3. Looking for his first shot of the night. Webster way downtown on the left side. That's off the mark from way out there. Rebound chased down by Lauer. Thank goodness he had to be halfway between the 3-point line and the 10-second line. Here comes Kopinski around Webster. Bounce past the Seipel. Back out to the free throw line. Kopinski can't handle it, but picked up by Dasher with 37 seconds to go. Trying to avoid a goose egg in the first is Lee Wynn. Seipel, right side, deep into the corner. Walters thinks off the 3, doesn't take it. 28 seconds to go in the period. Right side, free throw line extended. Out top of the key, a 3 by Kopinski is in with 23 seconds to go. In the first is when Dakota gives up the first point. 23-3. 15 seconds left in the period. Dakota's got the ball and a 20-point lead. Webster working against Venters. Clock is down to 8 seconds. Still just across the timeline. One-on-one gets around him, and a reach-in foul will be called on Venters with 4 seconds to go. As Webster got around him, he didn't want to give up the open look. Seconds left. Inbounding, Albright off to Webster. Down to 3 to 2. Webster with a 30-footer at the buzzer. Rattles in and out. No good. End of 1 quarter. We'll take a break. Dakota 23. Lee Wynn 3. Any first quarters like this one, it's 23-3 Dakota. Lee Wynn's got the ball as we start the second quarter here at Dakota. Don Warren's John Butters Reed live at Dakota High School. Out top of the key, Zach Walters. Perry Hauser's in at the quarter break. He picked up the basketball now for Lee Wynn and has the basketball out in the hands of Walters, who dribbles off a screen from Kopinski, throws it into the post. Nice entry to Kent for the layup. Nice job of running the offense that time for Lee Wynn. And it's 23-5. Dakota on top. 7:33 left to go. First period here at Dakota. Indians bring it up. They know the conference season is over, but they know they can help spoil Lee Wynn's chances with a win here tonight. Cross-court, Albright goes into the corner to Stuckey. His first open look is from 3-point range. Missed it. Rebound, Albright. Little hook shot underneath the iron. Missed it. Rebound brought down by Walters for Lena Winslow. Walters up the left side, zigzags his way against Webster to the head of the circle. Left side almost thrown away, picked up by Dasher. Nice move to the baseline, bumps into Wise, offensive foul. Well, Dornick helping Wise up, and he should, because Dornick got beat defensively, and Wise stepped in and picked up the charge.
Boy, he did, but again, not many good looks for the last minute and a half of the quarter.
Dakota shot 38% last month in losing at Lena Winslow 52-46. They came out shooting 64% in the first quarter tonight. Left side, Stuckey. Minute gone, second quarter. Sophomore picks up the ball, goes bounce pass to the right side to Webster, back out to Stuckey, dribbles to the 3-point line, stops there. Lena Winslow going zone. Webster out top. Dribbles once, back over to Stuckey on the hook pass into the left corner. Wise fakes the shot, pulls up for a 16-footer, partially blocked by Kemp, but picked up by Dornick. Out top it goes to Webster, fakes the 3, gets around 2 men for a 19-footer, missed it. Rebound, loose on the floor. Stuckey fighting for it, picked up by Lena Winslow. Alex Venters has the loose ball, and he'll bring it up. Up the left side comes Dasher. Thinks about the 3 over Dornick. Throws it in the post to Kent. Turns square, shoots it over Wise. Missed it. Do it up a little short. And Webster has the loose ball. Rebound for Dakota. 23-5. Indians lead it. Stuckey on the right side for Dakota. Goes into the corner. Stops. Picks up the dribble. Looking cross court. He finds on a skip pass. Wide open Webster. An all-day 3. Good night. How do you just get the feeling that when Webster gets his opportunity to plant his feet and square up, it's not going to be knocked down? We'll take a break.
That will make your family secure tomorrow.
Back at Dakota, Lena Winslow inbounds after the timeout. They've already used 3 timeouts. No sense saving them. Up the left side will come Venters at the 3-point line, looking in the post for Kent. Now Caleb Young and Ben Rayhorn back in for the Indians. Baseline it goes into the hands of Kopinski, and he'll bring it back out on the dribble to Dasher. Near side of the floor into the corner. Venters tries to go baseline, gets bumped there, but takes it all the way to the basket. Missed the shot, and Stuckey has the weak side rebound for Dakota. His pass deflected by Kent and out of bounds. It'll be Dakota ball. Day, February 18th at Lee Wynn, also on the Big Easy 93.7. They end their regular season on a Wednesday night in Lena. Left side, Stuckey. Into the corner it goes to Young. Back out to Stuckey in 3 land. Into the corner. Here's a 3 by Caleb Young. Hit the front of the rim, no good. Rebound deflected into the corner. Picked up by Venters. Here comes Lee Wynn. Up the left side, Espinoza pulls up and hanks it in. Nice job. Nice pass by Venters. And it's 26-7 in favor of Dakota with 5 minutes left to go first half. Dakota walks it up the floor. Webster with a right-handed yo-yo, and Lee Wynn going back to their man-to-man defense. Webster will be guarded by Venters. Bounce pass left side to Stuckey, looking for Young in the post, and a bumping foul from behind will be called on Dasher. Dasher trying to...
Bridge is not going to be a lot of fun.
Caleb Young's free throw on the 1-and-1, rolls and goes. Gary Timpey, second free throw on the way, good again by Caleb Young. 28-7 in favor of Dakota. Here's Lee Wins Kapinski for a three. Home run from deep on the right side. His second triple of the ball game. 28-10. Lee Win shooting 34% from outside the arc. That's better than Dakota, believe it or not, this season. Dakota's 29 from outside the 19-9 line. Webster against Venters. Out top of the key, open for a three, coming off the back of the rim by Hopeful, and the rebound to Lauer for Lee Win. Panthers on the run, trying to keep some momentum going. Venters to the top of the circle, picks up the dribble. Left sideline, Dasher. Dribbles once, bounce pass back out to Venters. And Dakota staying man-to-man. Here's another three by Kapinski. Home run again. Bang, bang, bang. Brian Kapinski. Timeout, Brian Benning. We'll take a break. 4:13 to go first half. Dakota 28. Lena Winslow 13.
Took home ec at the time because he wanted to eat.
28-13 in favor of the Indians. Nearly halfway through the second period after a 23-0 start. Young out top gets it over to Rayhorn, looking downstairs for Wise against the man-to-man. Now to Hopeful between the rings. Holds it back out top, deflected but picked up by Wise. Picks it up, throws to an open Webster, but Venters out there quickly in his face. Into the corner, Hopeful surprised by the pass. Down in the blocks it goes to Young. Rumbles into the lane, drew his man in the air, throws it up and almost made the shot but draws the foul. Nice free throw shooter on the year. He's 3 for 4 tonight. Caleb's free throw is in. He'll get the bonus. By the way, the radio station Christmas party is tomorrow after. I know that. Not only all you can eat, do you like all you can get. Second free throw, missed. Rebound kept alive by Rayhorn, deflected out to Young. Caleb pivots on the left foot, back out to Webster. A 23-footer off the iron, no good. And a long rebound, Kapinski for Lee Win. Panthers had the ball. They're down by 16. They've cut 7 off that lead. Left sideline into the corner. A 2 by Espinoza. Rolls around, wouldn't stay in. Rebound, nothing but Caleb Young in the paint. And Dakota's got the ball, leading by 16 with 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half of the ball game. Off a screen from Rayhorn. Webster doesn't use it. Flips the pass off to Young. Fakes the three. Penetrates. Rumbles into the lane and got a bumping foul. Wins will be very dangerous in the regional. 1-1 for Caleb Young. That's in. He'll get the bonus.
Well, the first 4 points.
Including the one at Lee Win they felt let get away when Caleb Young changed momentum himself with one kick of the foot on that bench and a technical foul and his 5th personal. He makes both free throws here. 31-13 in favor of Dakota. Out top, Venters throws right side. Into the hands of Walters, fakes the three-pointer, bounce pass down to Lauer, knocked away by Rayhorn, and Rayhorn and Lauer collide. Lauer goes down, the ball's in Rayhorn's hand. They let him play on that possession. Here comes Webster against Espinoza, right to the rack. He got hammered, throws it up, no good, a foul call.
Webster for the forearm and moving about 4 feet.
Webster misses the first free throw of 2 to beat Stockton, but they've got to do the job themselves, and right now they're in a hole. Free throw good on the second one by Webster. 32-13, Indians lead it. Right side, Kapinski way downtown for a 3. Home run! Kapinski in Brent Webster range. My goodness. Kapinski with 4 threes. That's a personal high this year. 4 threes in a game, and we're not even to halftime. 32-16. Here's Dakota with the ball in the lead. Webster against Espinoza. Left side, Young fakes the 3. Caleb hasn't been quite as active to shoot that 3 this year. Only 5 on the season. Down to Rayhorn in the post. Hacked away. Foul call. And foul will be called on Kapinski. That'll be his second. Early as Ben Rayhorn's first of 2 free throws is no good.
Like Kapinski on the other, getting there and he's getting open.
Second free throw by Rayhorn. Missed them both. Rebound brought down by Lena Winslow. 2:25 left to go in the half. Lee Win's got the ball, but down by 16. On the right side, holding the ball high, will be Walters. Into the corner, Venters. His 3 ball from the corner spins all the way around the cylinder and came out on him. Rebound saved out of bounds. It's going to be Lee Win ball. Kapinski. No, they're going to be Dakota ball. Correction, Dakota ball with 2 points.
And 4 out of 5, the last 4 in a row. And again, he's looked good on them, too.
Yep.
And he's been wide open, got the shot to go down. He's looking good with his form.
And here comes Webster with the basketball for the Dakota Indians. Nearing the 2-minute mark in the half. Webster, 360 spin move, fall away, 16-footer, rimming out. Rebound brought down, Lee Win. Quick shot by Coach Benning telling Webster to run some offense. Here's top of the key, a 3 by Venters. He's open, missed it. Rebound inside and a foul on Dakota. The rebound comes down to Walters.
Good shot.
Zach Walters' first free throw of the ball game is in. That's his first point. Walters a 69% free throw shooter on the season. That's one thing that they've been pretty consistent in. Second free throw good by Walters again. 32-18. 14-point lead for the Indians who have the ball. Their biggest lead was 23-0. Webster off a Dornick screen. He's in for Rayhorn. Picks up the dribble. Webster needs to get rid of it. Finally delivers off to Wise, and then traveling called. Wise had the ball. He wanted to get a...
What happened? Wise mentioned wanted to get rid of it. He knew what Brent Webster could handle the ball.
Alex Venters, left side to Walters, and a foul away from Espinoza. 1-1 for Lee Win. Free throw is in. Espinoza getting back to 100% against River Ridge. Second free throw, Espinoza. Nope. Long rebound. Batted down. Taken away by Wise for Dakota. 32-19. This is as close as Lee Win's been in a while. Webster will bring it up the floor, trying to get around Espinoza. He does at the free throw line, now kills the dribble, throws left side to Stuckey, back out to Webster. Webster wants to get the ball to the right side to Wise. Out there in his face will be Walters. High post free throw line extended on the wing will be Dornick. Now back out on the right side, Stuckey. Popping out will be Albright. Holds the ball, bounce pass near side, Webster around Espinoza, right down the lane, coming to the rack and lays it in. Brent Webster, boy, he got Espinoza on his heels a little bit, and it was good night, Irene. 34-19, Dakota with a minute to go in the half. Espinoza, high post free throw line to Schlachter. Right side now to Walters. Head of the circle, Benters dribbles to the right side to Walters with 45 seconds left. Into the corner, Gapinski. Out there with him is Stuckey trying to guard against that three that he's been deadly at tonight. Out top to Walters, down low to Schlachter. Nice move on Dornick for the layup. Nice pass and a nice finish by Schlachter. 34-21, Dakota's got the ball. Coach Brian Benning wants one shot. That's a long time for Dakota's Brent Webster to hold the ball 30 seconds. His first inclination is to jack it up. He'll bring it across the floor now. He's shooting 34% from the field this year as Brent Webster, down from last year. But again, he's been at the point a lot, and that's a lot tougher to get open shots than when you're on the wing. 13 seconds left in the half. Webster against Espinoza, down to 9 seconds, still up on the timeline. Now tries to make a move. He does. Comes up shooting from 19 feet and buries it on the line. Webster buries it with 1 second to go, and that'll end the half. Now if he would have backed up 6 inches, he would have had a three, but Webster drilled it at home. Halftime, our score, Dakota 36, Lena Winslow 21.
The Call Lena Cheese Company.
Move into the Iron T quarter with Dakota up by 15. Andy Miley of right out is our contestant in the Iron T quarter, trying to win the Iron T quarter t-shirt. In the right corner, Webster off a screen for a three, missed it off the heel. Long rebound, batted towards the end line, still loose, knocked out of bounds by Caleb Young. It'll be Lee Win ball. Both teams 0.7. It'll be Dakota at Stockton Wednesday night of next week. And then Thursday night here on Hit Radio Q102, Freeport at East. And here comes Lee Win turning the ball over. Alex Benters got called for the short.
Ben Rayhorn just took an extra step in there. Good call.
Here comes Dakota now, being met by Zach Walters as Webster, as he brings it into the front court, throws it across the time stripe to Caleb Young. Man-to-man by Lee Win. They trail 23-0 out of the gate. Rayhorn out top of the circle to Stuckey. Holds the basketball, now gets over, bounce pass to the right side. And getting the ball into the hands of Wise. Into the corner, Rayhorn holds it back out to Wise on the perimeter. Wise dribbles, looks for a backdoor cut, threw it away. Bad pass by Wise. Here comes Lee Win with the turnover. Walters down the left side all the way to the basket. Nobody picked him up, and he laid it in. Zach Walters with an aggressive move to the hole. 36-23, 13-point lead for Dakota. Minute gone, third period of play. Webster and Dakota bring it up. The Dakota Indians, winners of 2 of their last 3, but they've lost 5 of their last 7. Right side, Webster deflected, but picked up now by Rayhorn. Lena Winslow's won 5 in a row, their longest winning streak of the season, but in jeopardy tonight. Out top, Wise, off a screen, into the corner. Here comes Rayhorn. He'll go to the baseline, one-handed push shot, no good, but he got bumped in a foul. Break, nobody touched him. He just stopped on the jump stop, and the knee rolled out on him, and he's got a part as early as next Wednesday. Second free throw, good again, as Rayhorn with a nice soft touch makes it 38-23, 15-point lead for Dakota. Into the front court, Benters, faking the handoff back to him is Kent. Now back over to the right side to Dasher. 15-point lead for Dakota. Here's a three at the top of the key. Missing it is Benters, and the rebound a long one to Webster. He'll bring it up 1-on-2. Takes it all the way to the basket. Draws the contact and almost threw it in. And that's how quick Webster is. Even though he's 3 for 6 from the line, the first one on the way good. I'm not sure, but I think of you and he stride for stride. Here's the second one by Webster. Good. You notice I'm not saying how I do against him. 40-23. Here comes Lee Win down by 17. High post Kent. Turns around, looks for the backdoor cut, not there. So Dasher helps out at the head of the circle against Webster. Throws it back out on the perimeter now to Walters. Holding high, looking for Lauer. They've been unable to get him the ball in the post tonight. To the free throw line, backing away from pressure is Benters. Wants to get the ball over to the right side. He does to Dasher. Around a Lauer screen. His shot blocked by Rayhorn, and the big guy picks it out of the air. Rayhorn with the block and the pick. Here comes Webster for Dakota into the corner. Wise, straddling the three-point line, down to Young in the post. Double pumps, moves in on Lauer and scores. Caleb Young, double figures for the 14th game this year. 42-23. Lauer still has not scored. Now into the post. Kent turns for Lee Win, and off a tough angle, banks it in off the glass. Nice move by the big guy. The left hand helped him there. 42-25. Here comes Webster trying to get off a pick from Young. He does a collision on that pick, and Webster hammers it in. Boy, what a pick by Young. Both guys went down, and Webster took advantage and buried the 17-footer. 44-25. Here comes Lee Win with the ball. Across the timeline, Benters. Webster right in his back pocket. Here's Lauer against Rayhorn. Rises up and banks it in. Josh Lauer averaging 10.6 points a game. Gets his first point of the night. and hasn't had a whole lot of looks. 44-27. Dakota with the ball and the lead. Wise in the corner, holding the basketball, stops with a three-pointer around the cylinder. No. Rebound, Rayhorn in the paint, turns around, shot, block, foul called. And I believe it'll be Kent. It will be Kent.
My guy.
Rayhorn's first free throw is short, no good. Josh Lauer, free. Hasn't had a whole lot of touches. Second free throw rolling in for Rayhorn. He's got 5. His high this year is 16 against Stillman Valley. 45-27. Lewin with the ball. They're down. Have been the entire night. Left sideline, Walters against Stuckey. Gets around him, but Ben Rayhorn with good help side defense. Onto the right side it goes to Benters. Backs away from pressure on Wise. Picks up the dribble. Throws left side to Walters. Fakes the 3. Dribbles once on Rayhorn. High post to Lauer. Looks back door cut. He throws a bounce pass off that cut to Benters. Tries to create space. Misses the shot. Partially blocked by Wise possibly. And Young has the rebound. Here comes Webster into the front court, and he's reached on, and a foul will be called. Foul will be called on Zach Walters. He's 6 points this year, 6.5 points a game. He scored 7 against Dakota last month. They were supposed to have a stress test yesterday. It didn't happen, but they're hoping to have him back Wednesday against River Ridge. Out top, Webster, pump fake, gets his man in the air, pulls up, 17-footer, rimming off. Rebound batted to the free throw line and picked out of the air by Walters for Lee Wynn. 4:05 left to go in the third. Here comes Lee Wynn, wide open for a 3 is Benters. Back of the rim wouldn't go. Long rebound, Wise. Had a good look at it. Benters with 36 threes on the year, but no points tonight. Webster being shadowed there by Alex Benters. Tries to go between the legs and a 5-second call. That's a quick 5. Brent Webster pick ball and run to the other end. He
did it in a hurry, too, didn't he?
45-27. Lee Wynn's got the ball as they trail here at Dakota High School. Lauer has the ball hacked away by Webster. No call, but it's picked up by Lee Wynn. Walters out top. Here's a 3 by Gopinski. Back to the heel of the rim. No good. But the long rebound picked up by Lauer for Lee Wynn. Lena Winslow at the top of the circle. 3:30 left to go in the third. Right side, Walters, jump pass downstairs. They can't get the man on his back. Boots it in and draws the foul on Rayhorn. I'll tell you, Greg Kent only 49% from the free throw line, and that one badly missed. Rebound into the corner. Last touch by Rayhorn and out of bounds, I believe. The big guy to run into. Of course, Lauer's no puny guy out there. Out of bounds, it will go to Lee Wynn. Benters in the corner, way back out to the midcourt line to Walters. Walters picked up by Stuckey on the man-to-man, a 16-point Dakota lead. Into the free throw line, nice move, but he forgot the ball, and Stuckey picks it away, and then a foul call. So here comes Dakota protecting the 16-point lead. Coach Brian Benning saying, run some offense. With 3:10 to go and a 16-point lead, Young looks back door, hands the ball off to Webster at the 3-point stripe, trying to go one-on-one against Espinoza. Fade away from 16, back of the rim, long rebound for Lee Wynn. Into the corner, picked up by Benters. He'll push it up the floor, finds Kent running the floor against Young, banks it up and in. Greg Kent with 8, his high this year, 20 against East Dubuque, but he's only been in double figures 3 games all year. 45-31, they seem to have found a home with Kent downstairs. Webster off a Rayhorn screen. Espinoza and he bang into each other. Nothing called. Lee Wynn fans wanted to foul on Rayhorn as he raised his arms up. Stuckey, high post, it goes to Rayhorn. He'll shoot it from 18 feet and makes it. Ben Rayhorn silences the Lee Wynn crowd after they wanted to foul on him. 47-31. Here comes Lauer getting it off to Benters. Charges to the rack and drew the foul as he put it up. And Coach Dennis Huttenlocker still talks
his 4th foul in the ballgame.
I thought he got him on that one. Benters makes the first free throw in Rayhorn squad. Second free throw good. Benters' first points of the ball game. He averages 10.6. He and Lauer very close to each other. Benters with 223 and Lauer with 223 points and a foul in his last 14 games in a row, but he's 0 for 6 from the field tonight. Backcourt Webster, 2:18 to go in the third. Over the head of Young. Bad pass by Webster, but Young catches up to a good job by Young to keep it from going out of bounds. 2:10 to go in the third. Back out to Webster with a 14-point Dakota lead. Unable to shake Lee Wynn, but Lee Wynn still unable to get it inside double digits, what they'd like to do by the end of the third, I would imagine. Young has it knocked away by Lauer. The ball is loose at the midcourt line out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Lauer diving and knocking the ball loose.
The ball was going out of bounds. I think that kind of told you they felt Lena Winslow touched it.
Lee Wynn hasn't lost since January 17th. They won 5 in a row. Right side, Gopinski looking to the high post, finds Kent looking downstairs. He's got Lauer, double pump on Young, missed the 5-footer inside. Rebound put back by Kent. Double figures for the second time in the last 18 games for Kent. And a timeout, Dakota. We'll take a break. 1:39 to go in the third.
These athletes.
Dakota's got the ball. Their lead is down to 12. Full court pressure by Lee Wynn, the diamond and 1. With Espinoza on the point. Young, right side to Webster, comes across the 10-second line, gets around Gopinski to the wing, keeps on going, gets around Kent to the baseline, throws it into the paint, bad pass, but Young picks up the loose ball on the other side of the floor. Cross court it goes to Wise into the right wing area, now to Webster, and he'll bring it out top, and Lee Wynn falls back into their half-court man-to-man defense. Young guarded by Lauer. Free throw line, hands the ball off to Stuckey. Back out to Young, top of the circle against Josh. Goes it to the left side, now to Wise. Holding high, back out top to Stuckey. One-handed pass to the right side goes to Webster. Holding high into the post to Lauer, or rather to Young against Lauer. Turns around, muscles up the shot, didn't draw iron. Long rebound, Lee Wynn. Lauer's got it. A minute to go in the third. Lee Wynn making a run down by a dozen. Here comes Benders into the front court. Top to the 3-line. Out to Espinoza. Open is Kapinski. Another three. In and out. Oh, brother. Halfway down and came out on him. I thought it was in. Here comes Dakota. Boy, did they catch a break. That ball touched every piece of the iron and a little bit of the netting before it popped out of there. Webster, right side Young. Holds the ball high. Back to the basket. Left side on the wing to Wise with 33 seconds left. Wise dribbles with the right hand to the elbow. Gets the ball out to Webster. And he backed away. Coach Brian Benning wants one good one here. Possession arrow belongs to Lee Wynn, but the lead to Dakota. On the right side, they'll run the weave as they run people out top, just winding some clock down. As it stands now, Lee Wynn will start the fourth with the ball. Wise gets knocked away by Kapinski and stolen. Kapinski brings it down. He's fouled and almost put it in for a three-point play. Ryan Kapinski, 7%er on the year. First one too strong. Longest winning streak of the year right now. This season, second game of the year this season when they beat East Dubuque, scoring 78. Second free throw, no good again. Missed them both. Rebound to Dakota. 8 seconds to go. Webster into the front court. Line drive pass, a bad one taken away by Benters. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Benters, top of the key, three at the horn. Home run! A three by Benters, and we've got ball game. We'll take a break. End of three quarters. Dakota 47. Lena Winslow 38.
Couldn't get it done.
So Lee Wynn has cut it inside double digits for the first time since the first quarter. 47-38, and they've got the ball. Espinoza off a screen for a two-pointer, hammered it in. Robert Espinoza standing on top of the three-point line, and here come the Panthers. 47-40, full court pressure and a screen and a maybe. Here's the ball on the way. It's in. Webster with 21 points. One more free throw for the senior, bangs that one in. 22 tonight. 49-40 in favor of Dakota. Here comes Walters for Lee Wynn. Off to the left side, Espinoza against Albright. Picks up the dribble out to Kapinski. Dribbles the wall with the right hand. Right side it goes to Benders. Holding. Now wants to think about the dribble, and he does. He backs away towards the 10-second line. Espinoza in the corner. Charges around Wise. Drew contact. Threw it up. No, but a foul call. Good move by Robert Espinoza for the horn. He got squared up well and banged it in, and he fired up when he made it as Espinoza hits the...
He's got to be along with Josh Dahl, one of those guys that scores for Lena Winslow.
Espinoza misses the second one. Young has the rebound for Dakota. The 23-point lead was cut down to 7. Now it's 8. 49-41. Bounce pass to Caleb Young outside the three-point line. Looks for Dornick, who's back in. He's in for Rayhorn, who has 4 fouls. Now Webster way out top. 7:05 to go in the game. Dakota trying to defend the home court. And they're trying to split the season series against Lee Wynn. And Caleb Young, a nice bounce pass from Webster. Misses the bunny inside. Rebound, though, back to Dakota. Now lost again, but Dakota picks it up. And a foul will be called on Lee Wynn. Oh, Caleb Young.
From somebody's ankles, he chased that loose ball.
Free throw missed by Dornick. That's only his 11th free throw of the year. And here comes Lee Wynn down by 8 with the ball. Benters to the left side, Kapinski holding the basketball high, picked up there by Wise, dribbles with the right hand, picked up there by Webster in that man-to-man. Here's Benters, zigzags his way to the right side against Albright. Picks it up, now back out to Espinoza. Into the low post it goes to Schlachter, looking for Lauer, finds him, comes to the lane, spin move against Dornick, puts it up around and out, thought he was fouled, rebound Albright. And Dakota dodges the bullet after Lauer got it downstairs. 8-point lead for Dakota. The Indians bring it up. Second and final meeting of the regular season. These two teams could meet in the regional if they both win their first-round games. They're the higher seeds. Here's Wise in the corner for an 18-footer. Bangs it in. Mike Wise. He's been struggling this year from the field. 51-41. He hammers that one in. Right side, Kapinski. 10-point lead for Dakota. Kapinski picks up the dribble outside the 3-line. Into the corner, Espinoza gets it to Lauer. Working on Dornick. Fall away 7-footer. Ring it up. Josh Lauer with a beautiful fadeaway. Straight to the bottom of the well. 51-43. Here comes Dakota. Webster is splitting the defense. Brings it out top to Young. Pretty tough to press Dakota. When Webster gets the ball, he can dribble around and through just about anything. Young with 5:43 to go has it for Dakota. Out top of the key to Dornick. Gets the screen, doesn't use it. Picks up the dribble, gives off to Webster, getting bumped by Espinoza. No whistle. Now Webster just brings it up towards the top. 14 fouls against Dakota this half, 8 on Lee Wynn. Left side, Wise, looking for Young in the post. Gets it to him. Lauer bodying up on him, and he'll get the foul. That'll be a foul. The arch in that ball game. Caleb Young's free throw on the way. Got it. Dakota shot 56 in first.
Utilize that they have the last few years, especially with a guy like Brent Webster and his brother Kurt, who play here.
Young nails the second free throw. He's got a dozen. He's been in double figures 6 of the last 7 games. 53-43 Dakota. Lee Wynn's got the ball down by 10, 5:20 to play. Espinoza gets it off to Walters. He'll take a three from the top of the key. Miss it. Not a good shot. Rebound, Dakota. Albright's got it. Splits the defense on the dribble. Rolls over a man, and that'll be an offensive foul. Well, Albright left.
Get it. They haven't picked it up till now, but a big play right there, down by 10.
And Lena Winslow's got the basketball, trailing 53-43. High post free throw line, Kent for the Lee Wynn Panthers to Gopinski. Kent's been a big part. So is Gopinski of Lee Wynn hanging in there. Venters left side faking the three. Down to Kent. He's got an open lane. He'll shoot the ball. Missed it. Got his own rebound. Yes, sir. Greg Kent going to work downstairs. He's been a horse tonight. 53-45, and Rayhorn coming back to the scorer's table for Dakota. Young in the backcourt with 4:40 to go. Dakota trying to protect this lead. They led 23-0, now lead by 8. Webster trips up, loses the ball. Taken away by Walters. Down the lane, finger roll, missed it. Rebound, fought for. Lee Wynn's got it. Is brought out of there by Walters. To the high post, deflected, picks it back up. Walters needs help. Bounce pass out top into the hands of Benders. Down by 8, but they've got the ball. Lee Wynn trying to come all the way back. Left side, Benders down low to Kent, working on Young. Nowhere to go. Turns, fades away, missed the 10-footer. Maybe a little bit out of his range on the line drive effort. But he's caught up in it as he's been playing well, and a foul. And free throw by Webster, good. He'll get the other. Correction, it's not a 1-and-1. It is the super bonus.
Well, let me ask you, Rivers.
Here's the second free throw by Webster. Got it again. 24 for Webster. His high 43, the first game of the year against Eastland at the Pecatonica tournament. 55-45, Dakota by 10. Kent, high post. Holds the ball high above the head as Rayhorn's back in on him. Rayhorn playing with 4 fouls. Brandon Benders, or rather Alex Benders out top, went to shoot the shot. It slips out of his hands into the backcourt. That's over and back.
All Alex Benders can do back and touch it and create a turnover.
Webster will bring it across for Dakota, leading by 10, 3:50 to play. Caleb Young on the baseline, 12 feet away against Lauer. Lauer shuts the door on him. Here comes a double team from Ken, and he tries to throw it to Rayhorn. Loose ball, foul called on to. They lost to Stewarts and Strasburg 65-59 under then coach Justin Yeager, who's here tonight watching the game. Aquin coach Craig Jenkins scouting as well. Gary Timpey, the coach of Stockton, is here as well. Right side, Gopinski has the ball outside the 3 line. Lee Wynn's down by 10. Venters all alone for a 3. Hits the front of the rim. No good, but Lauer has the long rebound. To Espinoza. Dribbles into the corner. Jump pass back out to Venters. Now dribbles away from Stuckey. Tries to get a screen from Lauer. A good screen and a hammer job on that screen. And it was a free throw by Lauer. Too strong on the 1-and-1. And the rebound brought down by Young. Missed opportunity for Lee Wynn. Young is double team. Dribbles out of the double team. And here's the first free throw by Caleb Young. That rolls and goes. Of course, the thing that people like about that tournament is
same bus and play your game, go home over a 2 or 3 day period.
Young second free throw, bang. Young, 14 points, and it's 57-45. Dakota by a dozen. Here's Venters for Lee Wynn. High post it goes to Kent. Holding the basketball and a bumping foul at the high post on Dor.
A few bucks this morning.
Greg Kent's free throw is good. He'll get the bonus. The amazing thing is that...
Well, I tell you to stand still and get a good focus.
Yeah,
good picture
right.
of the game.
Nobody has to tell you to stand still. Second free throw good again. 57-47. Dakota's got the ball up by 10. 3 minutes to go in the game. 23, Brent Webster, after a 23-0 start, gets the ball to Stuckey, and Dakota will run some clock if they can. Every foul is 2 free throws. Webster way out by the timeline, dangerously close to going over and back. Picked up by Espinoza, shuffles it off to Stuckey. He gets double team, gets away from the double team, and a foul call.
He hasn't played a lot of ball games.
Stuckey's free throw short, no good. Well, several coaches there in Katzenberger of Orangeville and Dennis Huttenlocker of Lena Winslow all rode together on that nasty night. Stuckey makes the second free throw, 58-47. Here comes Lee Wynn down by 11. Espinoza in the corner, throws it back out to the wing. Almost dropped by Benders. He did drop it. Lost it on the sideline. Section there of the highways at 6:55. They were a half hour late for the meeting. Got there at 7:30. Here comes Webster into the front court as Dakota will bring it out towards the top of the circle. Webster double team. They'd like to keep the ball in his hands if they can. Gets the handoff from Young, and they'll work the weave out top with an 11-point lead. Gets around Espinoza. Keeps the dribble alive and gets it off to Stuckey with 2:20 to go. Stuckey off to Webster. Pick your poison if you're Lee Wynn. They don't want to get Webster, but they do. And it will be Fran Crew as the free throw by Webster is good. And as he got into the vehicle, on just about everything, I'm taking his spot. Second free throw missed by Webster. Rebound brought down by Greg Kent. Here comes Lee Wynn with the ball down the right side. Venters stops at the 3-point line. Now goes to the free throw line to Kent. Comes in for the layup. Good, and a foul call. Trying to draw the charge. Greg Kent, a chance for the hat trick, and he nails it. Greg Kent, solid ball game tonight. He's got 17, and it's 59-50 in favor of Dakota. They break the pressure. Caleb Young into the front court, double team. He wants to get the ball off to Webster. That's the guy they want at the free throw line. Picked up there by Zach Walters. Getting bumped. Here comes the double team, and now an offensive foul on Winslow. 50.
McNatt Automotive Group. We take Benning at home by calling 815-865-5812. Milliken, Benning, Kleckler, and Kubishka CPAs with offices in Monroe and Rockford.
Lewin has the ball after the timeout. They're down by 9. Alex Venters off a screen for a 3 at the top of the circle. Hit the front of the rim, no good, but Kent chases down the rebound for the Panthers. Here's Lauer for a 3. He missed it off the heel of the rim. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Dornick for Dakota. Off to Webster. Every foul again is 2 free throws, and there's a foul on Lee. Webster with 2 free throws in the super bonus. Short, no good. So what do you think about Mark McCoomer getting him to
want to be a lump?
Webster's free throw is in. I'm not sure Lump wants to admit he's Lump. 60-50, 10-point lead for Dakota. Lewin's got the ball. Alex Venters left side, holding the ball, dribbling is Walters, and a timeout, Lee Win. We'll take a break. 1:22 to go in the game. Dakota 60, Lee Win 50.
The Kent Bank Board of Directors is proud to announce that Jeff...
It was really an interesting look. Badgers got hammered at Northwestern today. 1:20 to go in the game. Lewin's got the ball down by 10. Right side, Walters looking inside. Dribbles the ball with the left hand, and Dakota will go man-to-man as they have the entire game. Left side, a long 3 by Benders. Home run from deep on the left wing. 60-53. Dakota's got the ball in the backcourt. Young, full court pressure by Lee Win. We're at the 1-minute mark of the ball game. Young gets it off to Webster into the front court. Triple team, and he calls timeout, or is there a foul?
Normally.
Yeah, that's a brilliant refereeing statement. If a guy's asking for a timeout, you give him a timeout. Here. Second one, bang. Webster drains them both. 62-53. Lewin down by 9. Venters gets around Webster all the way to the rack. Plows into Wise. Shoots it, missed it, out of bounds. Nothing called out of bounds, and they don't know who to give it to. The officials looking 1-and-1, make it 2 for Alex Venters. In and out, no good. Venters missing his first. Second free throw, missed them both, and the rebound to Wise. 2 costly misses for Lee Win. Young in the backcourt, getting around 2 men, getting around Gopinski, throws a cross-court skip pass to Wise. 45 seconds to go. Dakota leads by 9. Dakota fans on their feet. Stuckey is bumped, double-teamed. He's getting hit over there, and finally a foul call. 2 free throws for Dakota. Ball on the way. Yep. Stuckey's second point of the ball game. Timeout Indians. We'll take a break. 38 seconds to go in the game. Dakota 63, Lena Winslow 53. Home and home if this stands. Stuckey's second free throw right through. 64-53. Dakota by 11. In the backcourt, Alex Venters will bring it against Webster. Down to 34 seconds. Lee Win's got to get the ball in the air. Here's Lauer, a long-distance 3. That's going to be off the mark. Rebound taken down by Stuckey. Double teamed, and he's fouled, or Webster is fouled.
They're making baskets, but they know Lena Winslow's a pretty good team, but they certainly didn't act like it.
Stuckey's second free throw on the way. Missed them both. Rebound Gopinski. Here comes Lee Win. Gopinski has it knocked away, but picks it up on the dribble. Gets it off to Espinoza. His 3 blocked by the long arm of Stuckey. Grabs it, calls timeout. Their last time out of the game, they will inbound. Young, having trouble inbounding, gets it finally to Webster, and he'll blitz into the front court with 15 seconds to go. Gets around Gopinski, gets it off to Young. Into the deep corner, it goes to Wise. We're down to 10 seconds. Dakota will split the season series, and they could meet again. But Pekatonik and Duran plan on having something to say about that, too. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, there's the horn. The Dakota Indians.
Is what I made that night tonight.
Ball is in the air, controlled by the Dakota Indians. Our officials, Chuck Frail of Kewanee, Dave Mueller of Neponset, and Ricky Farrell of Geneseo. And man-to-man by Stockton to start the ball game. On top, Wise. Down low it goes to Caleb Young. Turns around, up and under move, puts up the shot. Good, and a foul. Oh, they're going to call a travel. They're going to call a trap. Caleb kept his toe on the ground. Now Stockton will bring it up again, starting all seniors on senior night. Dakota will start in a man-to-man defense. McPeak bounce pass out towards the top. Goes in the hands of Gothard. Webster on him to the right side of the elbow. Turns up, forces up a shot from 12. Missed it. Young has the rebound for Dakota. He averages 4 boards a game. Gets it off to Webster, and here comes Dakota up the floor. No score just underway. After a double overtime press-off game, Webster off balance, throws up a prayer. No good. Missed everything. Webster way off the mark, forcing up his first shot. And here comes Paja now for Stockton. Has the ball knocked away, and a foul will be called on Webster. So 2 bad decisions by...
Not very good on the last trip.
Paja against Webster, throws right side. Into the hands of Gothard, dribbles out towards the head of the key, now pivots and gets it back out towards the wing now to Carver McPeak. Throws it into the corner. Clay dribbles with the left hand, kills the dribble, brings it out top to Jackson. Looks to the right side, finds Peja. Can't go baseline. His wife shuts him off there. Looking into the post, nobody open. High post free throw line goes to Arnold. Down the right side against Stuckey. Puts up a shot, didn't draw iron. Rebound batted loose on the ground. Picked up, thrown out towards the free throw line. Picked up by Peja. Downstairs to Arnold. Puts the shot up, no good. Foul call. And Arnold will go to the free throw line for a couple. With 6:44 to go, won the conference championship by the tiebreaker because they both finished 5-1 as Arnold hit.
Stockton felt now they could have won the conference, but also won that 1A state.
Arnold hits the second free throw, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Blackhawks here at home. And here they come with the basketball, the Dakota Indians. Here at home this year, Stockton is 7-0. They're trying to finish their home season undefeated with this last home game. In the corner, here's a three by Stuckey right in front of us. Front of the rim, no. Inside rebound taken down by Young, who got the foul at the other end. Caleb against Arnold. 360 spin, moved nowhere to go. Falls down, loses the ball. Ball is loose, picked up by Stockton, and then Young reseals it back for Dakota. He lost the ball in the dribble. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Stockton. It'll be Dakota ball. And so far,
they really haven't run a good offense in 3 trips.
Young inbounds to Rayhorn in the corner. Right out in his face will be Clay. Rayhorn, sophomore, puts the ball on the floor, gets it off to Webster. Brent will bring it out towards the top of the key. 6:10 to go first quarter, 2-0 in favor of Stockton. Wise outside the three-point line, back to Webster. Webster shooting just 28% from outside the line this year, down from last year, but still a threat, averaging just under 21 points a game. Webster off a Rayhorn screen, dribbles to the right wing, all the way against Clay to the right elbow. Now stops and pops from 17 feet and missed it short. Rebound, foul over the back on Brady Stuckey. That'll be this year, of course, losing to Galena in the second round of the state football playoffs. That team went on to win the state title, as Butters mentioned, in the last year under Coach Chuck Cordy. But here they are now trying to wrap up a basketball conference championship instead. Peja right side, bounce pass onto the baseline to Arnold, back to Peja. Out between the circles to Gothard. A three on the way, off the mark to the left, no good. Long rebound picked up on the run by Webster. And Webster will bring it into the front court now for Dakota. All the way to the right side against Peja, and a bumping foul will be called on Matt Peja. Dakota averages 54 points. Caleb Young will inbound off to our left on the baseline for the Dakota Indians. Looking for Wise inside. Instead goes to Webster deep in the right corner. Looking downstairs, finds Rayhorn in the post. Turns around, shoots over Clay, and